So in 2018, my dad wanted to get me a graduation trip. That was going to be something that I would never forget. We decided between a couple different places, didn't want to go to the beach, didn't want to go to the mountains. And so me and him have always kind of bonded over sports. And so we decided to take a road trip to go visit a bunch of different baseball stadiums. When I was younger, the only sport my granddad would watch was baseball. So me and him bonded over that a lot compared to any other sport that I enjoyed watching. And so after he passed, my dad decided that he wanted to do something to kind of honor him as well. We started in Chicago, moved to St. Louis, and then went to Cincinnati. In each of the cities that we went to a different game there. It was hard trying to figure out exactly how to make the time work. Certain games might be in the morning, and then we have to get to another game by that same night. We stayed in Chicago the longest. We had 3 nights there to go see 2 games. So I was able to go try a couple different restaurants, went to the Chicago Pier, and my dad was actually stationed in Chicago when he was in the military, so he kind of knew the area a little bit better and could show us around. It was a very nostalgic moment for him because he hadn't been back to Chicago since he was in the military. So it did bring back a lot of memories for him that he'd kind of forgotten about, and it was not only a trip for me, but it was nice seeing how happy it made him to be there. We had a lot of plans before COVID hit. After that, it kind of put a hold on things. Now that the world is clearing up a little bit more, we are planning on finishing the trip. We just don't know exactly when or where we're gonna go next. I really wanna make sure that we hit Pittsburgh. I've always wanted to go there, and I think that their stadium being right on the river is gonna be a beautiful view to watch a game. So at every stadium, we wanted to get a jersey, but that was a little bit too expensive. So we ended up bringing an Atlanta Braves hat with us, and we got a souvenir stadium pin at every stadium to put on that hat. I think my favorite part about all the trips was actually getting to try the food in different cities. The stadiums were obviously beautiful and the games were really fun to go to, but anytime that I go to a new city, I like to try out new food, and I think that was my best memory. The Braves have always been my favorite team, but based on what I've seen at the stadiums, if I had to go and root for another team, it'd be the White Sox. I think baseball is classified as America's pastime because it is something that kids can do growing up at an early age with their families. The game revolves around the kids and embraces having kids there. And it's just something cheap and affordable and fun to do with the family that the kids aren't going to forget for a long time.